live podcast of Shootin' the Shibby.
I clicked start and went to a different video, so I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone enjoyed that half second
for the commercial.
This is why we can't have nice
it
things.
was commercial. I have YouTube Red. Do you think I'm a pleb who watches YouTube with ads?
Oh, right. You spend way too much money on services that aren't worth it. My bad.
Ad blocker.
Ad block. It doesn't work on my phone.
So
Actually,
how do I?
probably does,
how
but
does
whatever.
one? So I learned that Twitch is a thing,
Yes.
right?
Hey, we have to save the wait. What did we learn until at the end of the show?
Well, this is a
Come on, this is episode 20.
this
Get
is a
with it.
pre-learn. Is it?
Yeah.
We're almost
We're
on
almost able to drink.
21.
We're an episode away from the
I'll
episode we all
cheers to
get
that.
super drunk.
Woo! We'll probably have to do that on like a Saturday.
So I got to come back 2 weeks in a
Bethany
row.
will
That's
be
what you're
here.
saying?
Bethany will be here
Bethany
for that
will be
one.
here. And does she drink?
Oh, great.
I'm sure she does. We can.
Cool.
Great. Drunk interviews.
Fantastic.
Neat.
So it got you into graphic
I
art.
got you.
I like crayons.
Draw.
Just actually do the entire show drunk. Like, you're not allowed to start until you all blow a .08. Get a breathalyzer, and then you start the show.
Steve,
BAC
it's gonna be
is
a Monday. I gotta go
12.0.
home.
Give me the keys.
I guess they're taking off. I guess they're taking off that Tuesday then.
By the way, check the check OBS because it doesn't
Check.
say we're live.
Check OBS.
Were we ever live? No.
No, it's
Oh, okay,
Well,
maybe it is.
live.
well, I mean, I see us on our phone. I see
Okay,
us on this
maybe
phone.
we are then.
How does one?
Because it's popping up as online or offline right now. Unless I'm just an idiot.
I am gonna go with the latter.
It said live up there.
Yeah, it says
Oh, did
live.
it?
It just
and I'm
doesn't
watching.
say it right
I'm
there.
watching it on my newfangled little phone here.
By the way,
how do I host?
If anyone's watching on the podcast, it's Shibby_Shack.
It is
on
Shibby
Twitch.
_Shack on Twitch. We are the Shibby Shack, and this is Shootin' the Shibby.
Maybe update the page.
Now you guys are
Maybe
literally
update
shooting the
page.
Shibby because you're live.
Exactly. And
Twitch.
also, we have a special guest, Steve Walters, in with us.
Steve Walters is here today.
You
on,
guys
guys.
probably recognize
as we
him
do
from
the whole
the
learn
birthday
how
episode.
to do the learn how to do Twitch. How does one host? So if I wanted to use amateur everything with a 3 plug, how do I host people? How do I host our show through my channel?
Didn't you already do that?
You got to
I
do that
don't-
through the settings on the computer. I know what you're talking about, like auto hosting.
I can't just host.
No,
You know what? Then we'll
Can't.
save that for next time.
that'll be next
Cool.
time.
Save it for later. I thought you did that already. I thought that's what you were doing earlier.
I don't know what
Well,
the
are
hell
you
I'm
talking?
doing.
Are you talking about hosting like when you're offline, you play their videos?
Correct.
Yeah, you do that on your computer through the settings.
I
The
can't- I
phone
can't-
app, it's limited. You can't do it. Just stop.
well. Alrighty then.
You
What
can
if
watch
you go to the-
videos, you can leave comments, and that's about it.
Indeed. So, Steve, how is your day going thus far?
The train's actually right on time, which by New Jersey transit standards is a miracle. So my day is going
that is true.
fantastically. Yesterday was a definition of a shit show where I knew I had to be in early.
A
Like, I was
shibby
told
show.
multiple times, like, you need to be in at this time.
Hey.
The Shibby shit show, Shack.
Just the Shibby show. Shibby and shit are pretty much the same thing.
Anyway, long story short,
Shooting the
I
shit.
coming from us.
to get
Shooting
to work
Shibby.
on time, I took not 1, not 2, but 3 trains earlier than I usually take.
Wow.
And still was late.
That's
Shout out to the disabled train in the tunnel on the way into New York. Thank you very much. But
the
yeah, no, today's
disabled
good.
train. What was
You
it,
know-
missing a wheel?
I take it back. Today's not. Yeah, it was,
It actually rolls with a limp. It's got a square leg.
Oh, it's all right.
But
It's not disabled. It's handy capable train.
Yes.
That's how it's said.
I ride the short train into work.
Oh,
The one with the boo-boo seats, or
starting off
Well,
with the low hanging fruit.
I did
already.
actually ride
Right
a
on.
short bus to school, but it wasn't that kind of short bus. Okay, just there's like 5 people on my street. They didn't want to send a full bus. That's the lie we keep telling ourselves.
They just
keep telling
send
ourselves this day.
like a yellow Ford Crown Vic down the road. Just picks you up.
beep beep.
It was actually just Ted's taxi service. They couldn't afford a real bus.
You ever see Leo and Satan?
I have seen Leo and Satan. Yes.
That episode where Leo goes to school and the pedophile's on the bus driver with his face on. He's like, "Welcome to school." He picks him up in the bus.
Yes. Oni cartoons just make wonderful
Like,
content.
this is school. It's like, "You ever on a field trip?" That's what I imagine. You just said like the Crown Vic goes down. Like the guy just picks him up. Welcome to school. It's like, you ever see those minivans where on the back of it says like, "This is a school vehicle"? And it's
Yeah,
just
right.
a
yeah,
It's just a van.
But it's just a regular van.
carrying school children. Like, why are you carrying them? Are you licensed to carry them? Or are
Like,
you just
where-
like,
where are
are
your
you announcing
windows?
your abduction to the world? Like, hey, yeah, I'm just going around carrying
it's a
school
little-
children.
Where's that?
That
Like,
or someone you're just
where's
like,
that, like,
guys,
covert
I
child
swear
abductions?
I'm not stealing children. I'm taking them to a school. I'm not just showing up and putting kids in a van. I promise.
In today's day and age, you kind of need that explicit label. Like, you know what? I'm at the school, but I swear.
What's stopping me from getting my own minivan, putting on the back, this is a school vehicle, and then just picking up children?
Probably nothing.
I would
Probably the
assume.
children.
If there's any mothers watching of the 3
I'm not gonna do it, don't
we
worry.
have no. Well, first off, don't let
man.
your children around Brian. And second, do you have to, like, when you register your child, do you get like a description of who the bus driver is, or
By the way,
anything?
I don't think so.
By the way, everything
I don't
I
remember ever
asked, I'm asking for a friend. Not
You're
me.
of course not.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Of course not, Brian.
I don't remember getting
This
like
entire
a bus
podcast is actually done for
driver.
a friend. None of the words that we say or opinions that we have are our own, and therefore should not be reflected in our life. These are all a friend's podcast.
Hey,
that
Todd.
we're doing for
This
them.
is all for you.
Why'd you have to out Todd like that?
You got this, Todd. As I'm,
So he knows this is actually for him. I don't know anyone named Todd.
my computer is
Actually, I have a
now
cousin
named
named Todd.
Todd.
What am I
Which is
saying?
why this one's for you, Todd. This one's for you. Or the webcam is named Todd. How about that? But either way,
Okay.
games, but Andy Milonakis does a live Twitch stream, and I follow him, and he does the funniest shit. So I think it's pretty cool that people do this.
Yeah.
I'm all.
Because I missed the Andy Milonakis show.
there's
They're
a
so
lot
dumb.
of fun people to be met in Asbury. I haven't met the prostitutes yet, but if I do, I'll tell them you say hi. How about that?
Notice you said yet.
Yeah.
Well,
he's leaving it
I
open.
plan on exploring.
You
the
know what?
town.
That's fun. You never know when you might just meet a prostitute one day. You might just walk down
That
the
is
street
true.
and you're just
That
like,
happens.
you know.
That actually happens.
That actually happened at a broadcast.
Just like
at the job that I work at currently. They were doing a weekend broadcast, and this lady of the night, if you will, stopped by the broadcast.
She's a whore.
And gave the host a big hug.
don't
sat
say
on his
that.
lap,
She's a nice
How big
lady.
of a hug?
gave him a kiss. All that kind of stuff.
How
Kiss
big
a-
of a
kiss-
And
kiss on
she
the
gets
head.
up and leaves,
Kiss on the pee-pee.
something like that.
Yeah, right.
She leaves, and the
Why
guy
did
just
she hug
goes,
him?
"Get me as many wipes as possible. I'm going to throw up."
Oh, I thought you said he jizzed himself.
You know,
yeah, totally.
She's
Get me
supposed-
wipes. Bob
Guys,
looks
get me
down.
wipes.
There's just a
Wait, he-
stain in the
He
middle.
wanted the wipes.
It's not pee.
Yes.
I would think she would want the wipes. Oh, I mean, hey man, or who knows how they finished that one off? But did he have fun? Because that's what really matters.
No.
Oh.
He was not happy about it.
Well, you'll have to write that woman of the night a bad Yelp review.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
at least it was free.
That is true.
that's true.
Do you
cannot
check
complain.
in on Foursquare like went to Tiffany's vag?
I
2
mean, I
out of
think
5
that's-
stars.
2 out of 5.
I think that's one thing that
2 out of
that-
5, too much stubble.
What is the saying about sex?
Seems to be a lot of frequent flyers.
Sex is like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still good. It's that sort of thing.
Can we have pizza?
I've had bad pizza, and I threw that shit away.
I was waiting for you guys to say how terrible you had this one evening, but
Can
okay,
we get
pizza,
pizza
too.
now, though?
There was a pizza place by me back home that just
Yeah, I
they're
kinda want
out of
pizza
business now. They were the
You couldn't have
worst.
asked before the podcast.
Well, we didn't talk about sex pizza before. Now I want
That's
pizza.
Remember,
Ask that for the
in
Now I want to
toppings.
have bad sex
Remember in
and bad
sex-
pizza and compare
listen.
the two.
Remember in
Put 'em
sex, you
together,
want a
make a
pizza
sandwich.
before your French fry.
Yeah.
if you French fry when you're supposed to pizza,
Gonna
you're
have a bad
have
time.
A bad time.
Stan
Yes,
George.
this podcast is just us making references of people in media that's funnier than we are. But either way, Twitch has been so much fun. I was watching an Australian gentleman play Majora's Mask, and he was.
He just found Twitch the other day.
Oh,
I did just find Twitch the other
Oh,
day.
baby's first Twitch.
It really is.
He's going off telling me everything on Twitch, and I'm like, you're so adorable.
I mean, so a shout out to I'm Lost Empire. She's a Twitch streamer that I met at PAX East when I was incredibly hungover and tired waiting for a panel because I didn't feel like dealing with people. And all I heard in this line was, "Does anybody want Cheez-Its?" And by the glory graces
that's
of
a hard
God,
yes.
I just saw
She
the
opened
angels.
the box and the lights just
Holy
shone.
it was
shit.
right.
I don't know you, but I love you.
Absolutely. And so I walked over,
I
and she
want
was.
Cheez-Its.
We had a nice.
Give me Cheez-Its.
A nice conversation as a half-functioning Spencer can have, and she gave me a lovely a bracelet with her Twitter handle. Is that what they call them on these
Yes.
handles? Nice. I got the terms down.
Ding.
I got the Twitter handle. And finally, I fire it up, and I'm watching her.
Twitch handle.
Whatever.
Potato, tomato, same thing. You know what
Potato,
I mean.
tomato, same
exactly. Same difference.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I love going on Twitter to stream all my gameplay.
But I started watching, and
Periscope?
there's bits.
That's to
Whatever
stream
happened
off
to
your phone.
Periscope? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it's Twitter's
Periscope.
version of like Facebook
No
Live.
shit.
Yeah.
I remember Periscope in like 2015.
Well, Twitter, you could just go on live now. You
What
don't
is-
have a dedicated app.
I have never
You
heard
just
of
go live.
Periscope.
Periscope is like
I'm 11 years old. What is
literally
this?
Twitch's version of Twitch, or Twitter's version of Twitch.
No, it was
Why does
Twitter-
everything have to be named with a
No,
TW?
no, it was Twitter's.
Yeah,
It was
I'm with
Twitter's.
you on that.
No, it was Twitter's version of just going live.
Yeah, and then
That's-
Facebook became Facebook Live. It's
And then
like,
Facebook got Facebook Live, and then Facebook now has Facebook Gaming, which is their response to
Facebook
Twitch.
just steals everything.
Yeah, that's
they,
literally
they,
Facebook.
they
Including
stole
your
live
data.
from Periscope. They
including
stole,
Facebook itself.
Yeah. No, they stole the how your day is going from Facebook, or like your day, whatever they call it. And
All
they steal,
social
and they
media
steal
is
your
running
data.
into each other. All social media. I saw people on YouTube. You can now post pictures so your subscribers can see them, which I guess is neat. But it's just turning into another social media platform. I mean, I guess it always was, but it's
mean-
turning into like more of a generic.
Oh,
one.
But
no.
they're stealing
YouTube's-
your data. Can we not just? We need to keep
YouTube's
talking
becoming
about
social media, guys. Oh no.
Ryan,
No.
DK,
You know what I?
What was it the other day? You were like
You
looking
guys.
up something, and then immediately an ad popped up. No, you weren't even looking up. You were just
Oh no,
talking about it.
we were talking.
just talking about it in
We were
Facebook
talking in a
Messenger.
Psycho Mark III. This is very interesting. Your name is very interesting, sir. I hope that's reference to a
No,
Mark
we
III
were
Volkswagen.
talking in a private
It probably is.
message.
It probably.
It could be.
No, it wasn't. It's a Facebook message group that we have with me, you, and 3 of our friends.
And you mentioned something.
Glenn was talking about Grey
Right?
Goose.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's right.
We're talking about Grey Goose because Glenn never had it before. And we're like,
he's too
it's
poor.
so
He can't
like-
afford it.
No, it's because he was getting Grey Goose for free and he was getting Bud instead.
Yeah, what a dumbass. Sorry. Hey, it's like, hey, there's an open bar. I could get Grey Goose, but I'm getting Bud Light. It's like,
And I was just like, why would you do that? And
then he had bad his first Grey
And then
Goose.
so we were talking about Grey Goose or whatever, and I stopped. And then I was on Instagram, and I'm just scrolling through, and I got an ad for Grey Goose. Never got an ad for Grey
It's
Goose
so
before.
creepy.
well, that's because Instagram is owned by Facebook,
Grey Goose
which
is
also
pretty.
operates Facebook Messenger. And that's what I'm talking about. That shit is scary.
Yeah, our live studio attendee has
I
something.
swear, I had a conversation with
Corinne had a conversation with her sister-in-law about Cribs, like the show
MTV
Cribs, MTV Cribs.
What's up?
the baby crib.
Let me pimp my crib.
All of a sudden, I
That's a
saw
mashup.
Facebook
What's
ads
up,
for
basement?
And she's on Facebook ads for Cribs. Yeah,
I mean, Aretha.
cribs.
that's crazy.
And I was getting ads.
You get ads for literally anything you mention.
Can't edit this stuff on live, huh?
No,
That's
damn it,
crazy.
You can't edit what's live. That's why I'm trying to transcribe.
Everyone just forget what you saw. There's only.
Can you hold on? Can you
There's only
pan
two
the
viewers and one
camera?
of them's-
Can you pan?
pan the entire iMac?
Yes. I wish we could literally turn the camera on itself. It's literally a fucking computer screen.
Oh, word, dude! Let me pull up a picture of this kid's Mark III. It is.
It really is about a car?
Yes, yes, it is.
Spencer just
Yes,
got
it
the
is.
biggest
Yes, it is.
boner.
I do, man. This thing's fucking rad.
I can't stop looking.
This thing is
Man. What are the odds?
Someone else keep talking because I can't focus on finding.
So how about words?
There we
So
go.
no, it was like so. Yeah, I found
then the
Grey Goose on
gynecologist
there.
said-
I found Grey Goose on Instagram, and I was like, all right, come on. What wasn't it also that during
You look
like,
over your shoulder,
the,
and Mark Zuckerberg was just standing there like, just buy it. You
also
know you want
during
to.
his like court case, Zuckerberg's like, no, we don't sell information at all. We don't do that.
Yeah.
How is Instagram giving me ads on stuff I talked about in a direct message in a different group that was not publicly posted there?
Here's
It was
one.
supposed to be just a direct message, which I can't say that's a private message because I mean that's about as private
Yeah, but
as.
it's intentionally
Private.
shared between like few people like on a sidebar group, unless they own all of the messenger chat logs, which is even scarier.
Well, here's another one for you. I matched with this girl on Tinder, and her and I were talking for a little bit.
It's a
Wound up getting
match.
her number. Her and I are texting.
Hey, nice.
Out of nowhere, she comes up as a suggested friend on Facebook. We have no mutual friends.
Well, don't you have to link through Facebook?
You do,
because I've had
but-
that happen to me before,
See,
like
you
back
do,
in like
but, like,
2013,
Here's another thing,
in the
though.
Tinder days.
I have, like, with my previous job, I had, phone numbers to different Flyers and Eagles players. Their personal Facebooks will show up as suggested
No, sir,
friends.
Mr. Mark III, you are great.
Yeah, well, that's because maybe they have
but
their
it's through
Facebook
my
link
phone.
through their phone number.
It could be,
then,
but
so
how?
then it's scrolling through your phone number to try to suggest a match, which means they're going
I
through your
guess.
shit.
Yeah.
Which means they're going through your shit.
Yeah, which I'm not okay with.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we had, like,
there's probably, I swear to God, there's probably somewhere in the
Is
terms
there
and
really
conditions.
any privacy anymore?
No,
No,
because there's probably
not at
somewhere
all.
in that like essay.
Are you on
long,
Facebook? We own you now.
Like the biblical length of the terms and conditions, where it's somewhere in there probably is like, hey, we could go through your phone anytime, and if we see something, we could probably like, hey, you know what? Maybe we suggest something for you. We're not going to force it on you, but we're just going to, pop it up.
Okay, now check out this kid's Mark III. It has eyes on the headlights.
That's beautiful.
Right? It has an intake
That's
sticking
really awesome.
That's
through
dope.
what is kind of like a cut hood. It's pretty
Oh
much stuff
shit,
right- yeah.
that's awesome!
Right?
Yeah, the overhead,
That's
the hood
really
is
nice.
sick.
That's why he's Psycho Mark III, because it says
Yo,
Psycho on the side.
stop.
There it is.
That's
there it
beautiful.
is. There it is. I'm gonna like
Damn.
show a
Can he
cell
put
phone.
social?
Can
on
we
the other
get
side?
the turd and the psycho?
That'd be great.
Wait, does your car have a name? Please tell me it has a name, because I want to get that, your car, and the turd together for a photo shoot.
Probably Psycho Mark III. I don't know where this guy lives. We should
Did
do
you
that.
post on Facebook that we
could
were
find-
on
we could
Twitch
figure
or
it out.
whatever?
I posted on Facebook that we were on Twitch. Is probably how this gentleman found us. and
Okay,
I
cool.
posted on
I'm
Instagram,
going to.
which
I
means
can't
Twitter.
share it. Why can't I share anything on your Facebook?
I think everything on my Facebook is public, which is weird, unless it's through Instagram. Why don't you post on your Instagram for more posting power?
Or our Instagram at Shibby Shack Official.
With all like 2 things on it right now. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, dude, that's probably not that far, right?
Oh, dude, you're over by CJ then. Yeah, we could definitely do this.
Yo, photo shoot.
Word.
Please make it
Absolutely.
happen. I want to
I'm
see
gonna
this.
stop like naming people that didn't give me the permission to name them on the internet. Because we all know that there's only one person named CJ.
We never said the location. I didn't say where it was. So there you go.
True. He said it. Yes. Okay. Whatever.
I didn't say it.
Not you. Not
you.
he.
Shut up.
Him.
It's in the chat.
The Twitch chat.
I don't know,
Yes.
man. I think I have more of a death trap than you. At least yours has a roof.
I like
Mine's
how
a
we're
unibody with like a roll bar. No, you guys can destroy. Him and I are gonna
Spencer's
have
literally having a
You
conversation
can-
with the Mac. We're talking about Facebook stealing our shit. Now we're going to get ads about Mark
These are real-
III's.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna get Volkswagen ads
I
right
am
now.
totally okay with
I just-
Volkswagen
I-
ads.
Of course you are.
I actually
I just
get lots of
posted-
Volkswagen ads.
I just posted our Twitch link saying that we are live now, and I got an ad right under it, but it's for purple.
The color purple. There's purple in Twitch.
mattresses?
Illuminati confirmed.
What does purple have to do with anything? We're talking about a gray
Look at-
Psycho Mark III.
Purple is one of the main colors in the Twitch layout. Illuminati
dear.
confirmed.
Oh dear God.
They know. They're like, shit, they're on to us.
Yeah.
Give them purple. And it's like, yeah, but they know that they thought of purple because we were on Twitch. How dare they?
I don't know. I'm still having fun. I somehow got.
That's some tin hat shit.
I got in us.
They're turning the frickin' frogs gay.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water. Turn the fucking frogs gay. I like the song they made
Alex
out of that.
Jones.
Turn
Yes.
the freaking frogs gay, 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 frogs gay.
Oh no, I like the slow acoustic songs that they'd made with Alex Jones quotes.
Does he have a slow jam?
Oh, my
Yes.
favorite was when they made a whole song. It was like, what if an Alex Jones whole like interview or like his show was done in like this guy's song? So they took a bunch of clips from him and put it to a guy's like way he sings. At the very end of it, I found it hilarious. They just go to a clip of him saying, "I was watching Fox News as I was working out."
That's about like all the clips of him just like going berserk shirtless. Like, dude.
Alex Jones
I love it.
is
It's
such
he's
a
crazy.
funny
He's
meme
batshit
until you realize that people take him seriously and he has millions of followers. That's the scary part. People talk about Richard Spencer being the scary guy. No, Alex Jones. There's people that take him seriously. And you know what? He probably has like one thing that he said that will be completely true and the end of the earth and be like, I told you.
The frog's gay. I swear.
Are you
We're
trying-
gonna. It's gonna be
The
a bunch
frogs
of
are
Are you
gay.
trying?
Colored now.
Are you trying to look me in the eye and tell me right now the frogs aren't being turned gay because of the
The world's
chemicals
going to
we
get
put in the
taken over
water?
by rainbow frogs, Brian. Alex Jones told us first. This is why we need more supplements that aren't FDA
Are you telling me
approved.
right now Sandy Hook wasn't orchestrated
stop.
by Obama?
No, that one's so bad you can't even joke about it. Like, dude, come on.
Dude,
The worst part, you know
people
what?
believe that.
You know what?
People believed that. People
come on, man.
believed him.
I too like turtles, but fuck the frogs.
Yeah.
No, don't fuck the frogs. That's why they're gay.
I don't even know what to do anymore. Just hold a frog in my hand. Ah! No, I'm okay with anybody having
turtle.
as crazy of a conspiracy theory as they want. It's just when your conspiracy theory is debunked, take your L, admit you were wrong, and have a nice day.
Are you telling me
Don't
the
keep
world-
going.
People don't think they're wrong.
Don't try and market powder vitamin supplements while
Hmm.
talking about children dying being a conspiracy. That's where Alex Jones went wrong.
Spencer, next you're going to tell me the Earth isn't flat.
Well, of course it's. Actually, I was discussing this with the Australians.
What?
I was telling
We
the
didn't get
Australians
the-
the Earth is
we
flat,
didn't
and
get
that's
That just comes up in casual conversation. Hey man,
I was
how's your day
watching
going?
Fox-
By the way, the Earth's flat, right?
I was watching Fox News. I was working out.
Well, no, we were discussing. He said why America sucks, and I said Australia sucks because it's on the other side of our flat Earth.
Australia sucks because their water goes the other way.
Also, everything's trying to kill you in Australia.
Indeed, they have these adorable
you get to-
blue-spotted octopi.
Also,
and they
Australia
are the most lethal
censors
things
the
on
fuck
Earth.
out of their games.
But you get to box kangaroos to save your
And
dog.
they
of
win.
course.
Yeah, and they'll win because kangaroos
Oh,
can kick the
bullshit!
shit out of you.
Bullshit! I challenge every kangaroo to a fight right now.
You'll
You heard it here,
lose to
folks.
the-
You heard it here, folks.
Hey, if you're a kangaroo watching right now, fuck you. Meet me.
All
I don't
the
care.
kangaroos.
You
You
say
know,
when
just-
and where you're
Can
on.
you just
Let's
like
go.
turn on a WWE persona? I'm gonna get all the kangaroos, and I'm now you listen here, Mr. Kangaroo Man.
You think you're tough. You ain't tough. You don't know
The
tough.
beard.
I'm gonna rip your face off and wear it like a mask. Meet me somewhere. You say when and where. You're going down, Kangaroo Man. You don't know pain.
All right, Steve, slap it to Slim Jim and calm down. No, holy shit. It's great because there's like a 7-second lag for our video of us watching ourselves, and now we're watching Steve, and that was funny. Even though I think you were about in frame for maybe a quarter of that entire thing, but
Hey man, when you're tough, you don't need to be in frame.
make
I want to
sure-
say, Steve, I give you 5 seconds with the kangaroo before he just fucking kicks
Oh,
you.
bullshit.
Kicks you in the
dick
chest.
and he's gonna fall over.
He's gonna
All
kick him in the
right.
chest. He's gonna fall
I can-
over, and he's gonna say, "Fuck
I
this."
can maybe do 5 seconds on a bull, but 5 seconds with a kangaroo? Come on. That's easy.
Dude, they're gonna kick you in the chest, and
They don't kick.
They're strong as
They
fuck.
don't kick. Are you
They
stupid?
do. They can kick.
They don't kick.
Kangaroos
Their
don't
legs are
kick.
like a hinge.
Jump and fucking
Right,
like
and
slam
hinges
into
hinges
you.
do
Well,
this.
he'd have to go back on
Hinges
his
do
tail to
this.
pop me.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Well,
He's
then
gonna
don't
kick the
dodge. I'm not
shit out of you.
stupid.
Have you ever researched?
I'm not
kangaroos?
Rocky Balboa. I'm not just going to walk
How-
into every
how
punch
fast,
like it's a
How
movie.
fast do you think
You know,
a
not-
kangaroo can kick you?
Not fast enough. That's how fast.
Do kangaroos have placenta?
So
That was one of the tops Google
I'm looking up
checks.
to Google, do kangaroos kick? And the first topic is, do kangaroos have placenta?
Well, that's kind of fair though.
That's a personal question if you
Well,
ask
no,
me.
they definitely do. Well, they're a mammal, so they have placenta.
Well,
because,
do
you know-
they?
well, no, think about it. I
don't think
the
it's right
question,
to know.
The question probably
It's a very
stems.
personal, invasive question.
You can find out when it's kicking the shit out of
I'm
you.
about to science the shit out of this. All right.
Okay, Mr. Placenta Man.
Please explain
That's,
the science.
that's Captain Placenta Man to you, sir. The kangaroo, it's a mammal, so it has a placenta, but people probably ask the question because they host the babies in their little pouch. So is the pouch the
They
placenta?
host the babies.
They host.
Yeah,
That's a great networking
Actually,
opportunity.
No, this
on
is very
Twitch.
true. I learned so much about kangaroos at the Columbus Zoo when I was out there in May. By the way, shout out to
It
the
just
Columbus
kicked.
Zoo.
So you were doing research.
It just
Yeah.
kicked.
No
Look,
shit, they
boom,
kick.
Because they go back on their tail and they, yeah,
What
this
are
is
You're supposed to punch with a little Tyrannosaurus Rex
yes,
arms? No,
yes,
they don't.
they
fucking-
do.
Yeah.
They do. You
Look,
Oh,
come
Well, yeah,
on,
they
man.
gotta
Learn to
punch.
kangaroo.
What a kangaroo! You said they couldn't
It-
kick.
it
I
kinda-
did say they couldn't kick. I said they couldn't
It
kick.
kind of looks like a really
humans.
aggressive hug.
It kicks it like literally leans back
Oh.
and shoves.
And then Bob.
Yeah, the kick.
Bob Ross
That's a
is
kick.
taking
That's not a
pictures.
kick. It's a shove with your feet.
That's a,
It's not
a kick.
They don't have knees.
That's like, oh, it's a punch with their feet. No, it's a kick.
have knees?
That's why they have different words for it.
On this
Dumb.
episode,
That's
Brian
dumb.
gets riled up over the dumbest shit.
I mean, regardless, I would kick its ass because I can kick, and B, I'm better than it. So
Oh,
kangaroo.
do they not have an ass because
You're
it's a
not
tail
better
instead?
than
It has an
Kangaroo.
ass. I'm assuming it shits, therefore it has an ass.
Psycho Mark
Okay?
3, yes.
Although, fun fact about kangaroos, they can carry two
I would
children
also,
at a
I would
time.
also hide in a kangaroo.
Not carry two, but they can
No,
have
Steve,
They
multiple.
look really warm.
Alright, Bob,
it's
look
like
it
a
up.
top.
like
what-
a la Tauntaun.
I'm about to
Like,
say, except you don't have to cut them open.
Bob, look it up. How much force can a kangaroo kick with?
That's a stupid search. Do you know why? Because it wouldn't matter because it wouldn't land a kick because I'm faster than it.
I don't think you're faster than a kangaroo.
I don't think you know what you're talking about because you don't know
I don't
kangaroos.
think either of you know what you're talking about.
Well,
I don't
get me
think either
in a
of you-
ring with a kangaroo right now.
I feel like a lot.
10-second minimum.
A lot of people
Look at
tried
the
to
NGM
fight
Grand.
kangaroos, and they've never gone the person.
No,
for
no
it.
one ever has. Never happened.
all right, here it is.
I disagree.
A zebra has the most powerful single kick.
We don't care.
The red kangaroo from Australia has a lightning-fast double kick.
What about the
that
brown
can
ones?
tear you
Double
open
kick.
from sternum
They
to
hit you
top
2
of
to
the
5
legs.
times.
One kick of lightning speed and
Not very
force
effective.
of 850
Kangaroos-
psi.
Kangaroos confirmed for the new Super Smash.
It depends, Steve. What Pokemon type are you? Double Kick's fighting, so
Fucking
if you're Ghost, then it's not gonna do shit.
Steve is about as normal as it gets.
Oh, that's super effective. You're done for.
You got some burn heal?
I also noticed on Twitch though, I just like randomly will call people beautiful. Like I'll just go into a random stream and be like, "Hi,
Hey,
beautiful."
beautiful.
It's so adorable how happy everyone gets. It's so nice.
You ever see
But
that,
I'm
you
so
ever see
used
that
to-
video where someone's like, they went around their school and took like a video of them, and then they're like,
You
"Why are you taking
are
a video of me?"
beautiful.
Because you're beautiful, and they're like,
Right.
"Aw."
But
And
it's
it's like between people going "aw" and someone else going, "Man, fuck you."
Which would probably be me.
Well, see, it's almost like
outta
here's the difference between Twitch and YouTube.
Okay.
Twitch has somehow rehashed like the charm that I used to love from YouTube 7 years ago. I didn't feel a thing 7 years ago. Where YouTube was like the people that say
death in
"fuck you."
Bob's eyes for like half a second. He's like,
You know,
"Steve's
what-
dead today."
It's empty.
On a site that just
Steve, give me
loves daily uploads of the same drama bullshit. I will also take a cerveza, please.
Christ, when did this become an order?
When you became our
you got
guest,
up and got the
sir,
beer.
and when you
Uber Eats?
no, you're our guest and you abide by our rules. Yeah, Yingling. So yeah, beautiful people.
You can put the empties in the garbage can over there.
Okay, I'm just balancing them over here on your Wii games rack.
Thanks, man.
It's like Jenga with,
It's a pretty
with glass
sweet
bottles.
rack.
Nice rack.
I was kind of thinking about it before. Who would be your
I like your
dream?
Hooters. Peter, he's saying complimenting my owls.
Well, now that we actually have guests and stuff, who would be your dream podcast guest, dead or alive?
Steve.
Well,
Dead. Preferably dead.
Dream.
Steve's dead body.
Imagine my corpse is sitting here, you're asking me questions, I was like,
Weekend at Bernie's.
Podcast at Bernie's.
Are we talking pre or post rigor mortis? How hard do we want?
Well,
it?
looking,
I'm always hard.
Well, looking at Steve's arm, probably post Rick and Mortis, because it's already in. It's already in position. It's like
Well, we
shit.
got-
We're not gonna be able to fit Steve in the casket.
I'm
His
happy-
legs are hunched and his arms up.
I'm happy we're like half make a wish then because we got half of your dream come true.
my God.
We're also not gonna commit murder on live, not television, live Twitch-a-vision. So Bob, who is your dream podcast
Dead
guest?
Steve.
That's a good one.
A dead Lewis.
Deader Steve.
As soon as I said
Steve 6 feet under.
It's just Steve's corpse and you just throw a knife through him. A deader Steve.
stab him again.
No, I want to play Fibbage. And have every answer be a dead Lois.
Every time we play Fibbage, I always throw in a dead Lewis somewhere or
But you
another,
spell it
hoping somebody
Lewis.
gets it right. Well, there's different ways of
A
spelling
dead
Lewis.
Lewis.
There's different ways.
I
of
think my
spelling
favorite
Lewis.
Fibbage moment was still where would you rather be stuck in? Spencer's
It was
broke down-
bracketeering, you dumb shit.
Oh, fuck off. It's all Checkbox Gaming. Fine, bracketeering. Which would you be take two? Which would you rather be stuck in? Spencer's broken down car, Spencer's cuck hut. The answer was Spencer's broken down car. But joke's on them. My broken down car does not have a roof, so you can still.
Joke's on you. I was stuck in your broken down car. one
Yes.
time.
You were, and
Did
it
it
had
go
a
on
roof.
fire?
No, someone else's
No,
car lit on
Brian's.
fire.
That was
Brian's.
That was my.
Oh yeah, that was
my
Brian's
car blew up.
Ooh, so sorry, Brian.
Fine, I got a perfectly fine car now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Hondas are all right, I guess. If you like lawnmowers, it's cool. It's
You got the
whatever.
sex Honda. Please tell me that's come up on the show at some point in their previous 19 episodes.
I don't think so. I don't think we talked
You've
about
never
the
talked
sex
about the
Honda.
sex Honda?
There's really not much to talk about.
Last time I came over his house, I shit my pants because I thought it was so cool. I was like, oh my God, there's a car out there that says sex Honda on the back.
There's a
and he's like, yeah, it's
dealership.
mine.
There's a dealership in Sussex.
Sussex.
damn
It's Sussex County.
gonna drink.
It's called Sussex Honda, and then we just scratched off the sus parts. Now it's just a sex Honda.
Scratched off
There
the
you go.
sus.
Everybody, no, the best one was okay. So
amazing.
you remember a while back they had a TV show about like high school pranks, and Manalapan was on the TV show for
It
anal.
was high school.
What?
High school stories, pranks, and controversies. I used to watch that show like there was no.
so
was a
so
show?
you saw?
It was-
yeah, you
it was
never
a
saw
show
that?
that-
Sounds
amazing.
terrible.
Oh no, it was
Oh,
awesome.
sounds great.
Dumb.
No, it was on
It was
MTV.
great
and-
because we were like in high school at the same time.
Yeah,
Now I wanna see
I
it,
was
though.
I was in high school. It was on MTV, and it was literally just like stupid, crazy shit that would happen. happened in people's high schools that like made news, and so like one of them I remember was like a junior jumped into the photos for like the senior picture because all his friends were older. So he stole like a gown from somewhere, and then like whenever they would say like, all right, get ready for the picture, he would jump up and then get into the picture and hide back down. But the problem was he was found out immediately because he was covering someone else as he did it. Ooh. And so they knew him and all of his friends. They were like, listen, you can either admit you can either not go to your senior trip now or not walk your graduation.
What?
Because they did this picture.
That's
and
a
they're
bullshit.
Why don't high
ultimatum. I'd
schools
say
like
neither.
fun?
I'd be like, no, I'm
this
doing
one I'll
both.
actually, this one I'll actually kind of give him because Manalapan. My brother went to Manalapan High School, and it turns out Manalapan in the middle of Manalapan, if you tear out a few letters, is anal. Just like if you do. So someone tore out the letters, made anal high school. That was the whole episode. My little brother was a football player at Manalapan, and my mom loved that liquid chalk stuff that you put on the cars and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
get
on
it.
the
M
back-
anal pan.
Yeah,
There it is. I broke it
There,
down.
there you go, champ. Good for you.
There we go. I'm sorry.
Good for you.
The gears were turning. Continue.
Indeed.
The hamster was running, the wheels on fire.
Windows 95 was going.
Yeah.
Jazz music stopped.
So on the back of my dad's truck was like "Go Manalapan Brave," "Go Manalapan Braves." So I erased everything but "Go" and "anal." And my dad went to get a haircut. And he when he came home, I have never seen a man so like ready to laugh and beat the shit out of me at the same time. My dad never beat me, just for the record. Good for you, Papa. But I swear to God, the fire in his eyes, like he was like so.
His dad didn't beat him, the belt did.
That was the phone book. It doesn't leave marks.
Orange is in a sock. Doesn't leave a bruise, but it tells him who's boss.
Thanks, Bing.
But
Thanks, Bing Crosby. Father of the year, 1940s, 50s, whatever the fuck.
dude, he was Frosty the Snowman.
Get out of here, dead
Bing
bastard.
Crosby was not. No, that was.
Oh, no, he was the-
Burl Ives.
No, the dude. I'm sorry, the dude that was narrating like Frosty the Snowman. Wasn't that Bing Crosby? I was a married
I feel
Jerry
like he was
Soul.
dead by then.
I don't think so.
Shout
Dude,
out to Bing
dude,
Crosby.
That's an old. Yep, this one's for you.
Those old claymation
Pouring out
like
for Bing.
Christmas movies.
Pour one out for the Crosby.
Yeah, dude, the Rankin Bass, those were the best. If you don't know what they're talking about, you
Everybody
don't know.
knows. Everybody.
You had no
knows
childhood if you didn't
who
watch
they
those.
are.
Except for-
Only '90s kids remember, and probably the '60s also.
Only Christian.
It's gonna be a
kids
BuzzFeed
remember.
listicle.
No, dude. Everybody knew where those were, regardless of what religion you are, because they flooded the entire every network, and by every network I mean like ABC Family.
Take that, Jews.
There, we.
Hey man, that's why I loved Rugrats though. Honestly, growing up Rugrats,
Right?
I did the
They had a
the
Kwanzaa
Hanukkah
special.
and yeah, shout out to Rugrats for being a very progressive show in the
Shout
90s.
out to Futurama. They also had a partly
thousands.
Kwanzaa special in it.
So it was
What
Jimmy
the hell is
Durant that was
Kwanzaa?
the voice.
The hand is out.
Oh, was
Of the
it?
narrator.
I always
And
thought it was
it's
Bing
out
Crosby.
67 years.
Oh well. Well, there goes that. There goes all of that. I was wrong.
What
And
else
I'm
is
sorry.
Hey, I was proud of you. You moved the mic to burp.
This is
It
my
was
20th.
almost polite.
Sorry,
It
this
still
is my
picks it up.
20th. This
Oh, I
is
burped
my
right into it. I don't
20th
give a fuck.
episode.
Bing Crosby was White Christmas.
When did it say when he died?
Of course.
Joke's too easy. Joke's too easy. Not touching it. Nope. Just noping that. Nope.
I know
Salad.
that's a terrible question to ask, but I was just
What?
curious.
Of what? What did Bing Crosby
He
die
said the
of?
thing about he says he was in White Christmas. Like, yeah, but does it say when he died?
October 14th, 1977.
So
He was alive for the claymations then.
Yeah.
yeah,
Whether he remembers them or not is another thing.
but he could have been in them. That invalidates my argument.
No, I don't think he was in them. If he
But
wasn't,
he could have, maybe.
If
Coulda,
you're,
woulda,
in the
shoulda.
last few years of your life, I don't know many people that be like, I want to be on Christmas shows.
be in the Christmas show.
There you go.
Put
See
me
Dick
in,
Clark
Sonny.
on the New Year's Rockin' Eve. That dude did it even after his stroke.
Yeah, but he didn't even know where he was.
He
I don't
did
think
it-
he knew where he was,
did
and
it
he
as a
looked
zombie.
He looked like
I'm,
shit, but
I'm here to find Santa.
Two.
That's what
I
they
saw
got-
Elf. I know he's real.
They threw
he
Ryan
tried.
Seacrest on there just to help him out, but you look at him, he's just like. He just didn't move, and I'm like, is he alive? He
was
like,
just-
did he just die on
He
air?
was just he had to do a hard
Hello?
he had to do a hard reset real quick.
Take out the back panel of Dick Clark's head. And
Shout
I'm
out
like,
to him for even
You
doing
just-
it.
You take out you take out his memory. It's just like a Nintendo cartridge.
I couldn't
blow
do
on
it.
it, put it back in.
I
Says
am
don't
Dick
blow
Clark.
on it.
I was gonna
Please
say, like,
insert girder.
the lie of the century. The lie of the century is please don't blow on the N64 cartridge. Bullshit.
It's moist. I mean, all you're doing is mixing. The proper way to do it is with a Q-tip and a light amount of moisture.
Yeah, okay, Mr.
Excuse
Proper.
you, cotton swab? Not all of them are Q-tips.
Well, no, here's the thing. You blow it through your shirt, right?
Fuck
like you take
off.
the game
I
on
will
the other
say
side of your shirt, you
Q-tape,
blow it
Band-Aid,
kidding, I'm
Kleenex
kidding,
as
I'm
much as I
And
want,
Frisbee
sir.
and Dumpster.
And Xerox.
Frisbee?
Yeah, Frisbee is a
Frisbee's a
trademark.
brand. It's a flying disc.
That's why you can't say
flying-
Ultimate Frisbee. You have to say Ultimate Disc League or whatever the fuck they call it. Yeah, you can't say Frisbee or Q-tip or I think, yes, well, obviously.
Who wants to play with the old...
Q-tips, Kleenex,
dumpsters,
Xerox,
Dumpster?
dumpster.
Waste management.
Shut up. You can't own
Band-Aid.
Dumpster.
Trash
Band-Aid,
receptacle.
yes, Band-Aid I knew.
Bullshit. It's Dumpster.
Who wants to go throw the old
I was just a
flappy
prom night
plastic-
dumpster baby, not a prom night receptacle trash.
Prom night
receptacle
waste
baby.
management, baby.
Who wants to throw the old
Dumpster.
plastic flappy disc around? That sounds like
Like,
fun.
okay, I get it. Kleenex.
Throw the silly
that's
ball.
One thing. Q-tip. That's one thing. But dumpster, bullshit. They own
Pound
dumpster.
poochies or whatever it said.
That's like saying that Raymore and Flanagan owns the word chair. I'm currently sitting in a four-legged wheelie stool, a mini stool.
Come on down to Ashley Home Furniture for your couches, tables, and four-legged city things.
Now Sears owns the term table.
Wiggly
so,
Wing Dervish.
like, you can't own
not-
dumpster.
You know what? Spencer owns the Spingly Wing Dervish.
I do. I'm going to enter one in the Race of Gentlemen. It's going to look like Da Vinci's flying machine with four wheels on it, and I'm going to go down the sand area. You all thought I couldn't do it.
And as he
Y'all
says,
thought I was
well,
crazy."
look at me now. Blows up immediately.
I was going to say a black hole appears, and I just go back in time.
And Spencer's like, oh, good, the 1930s. I can really strive here. Oh, I got polio.
Your phone is like Big Brother to my phone.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh,
police
don't worry,
brutality is
Big
my
Brother's all over it. Wink.
Literally, I look down at my phone.
Next
it's
thing you
just
know,
a
Facebook
white,
ad for
nice
Big
white
Brother.
iPhone in a black border case, and then I look over. It's on top of Bob's, which is just a fucking bigger iPhone and a
black-
bigger black border case. It's like, well, fuck me, right?
Like
So-
the
so
Cards
up-
Against
Is
Humanity.
it just that much bigger?
So Bob's just trying to
Is
tell
this
you
what
that-
you want, ladies? Is this what you want? Is bigger really better?
What?
Yes.
White masked in black.
Probably.
Jesus.
I've heard mostly that it's more about the motion of the ocean, but
I heard that size doesn't matter. Yeah.
so yeah, motion of the ocean.
Motion of the still pond.
The millimeter monster strikes again.
That's how I get mine working.
So you guys had I forget all of my vaults at this point, but you guys had like a vault challenge. I forgot what it was. We discussed it 2 episodes
Oh
ago.
yeah, we were going to talk about
did,
Fallout
yes.
vaults.
And we waited for this episode because we know Mr. Steven loves Fallout.
I do.
And we're saying Fallout on Twitch, which is related to gaming.
Is
So-
Fallout trademarked?
There we
Can we
go.
ask, did Todd Howard buy the term Fallout?
No, he
like
bought
dumpster?
Skyrim. He bought Skyrim for every console ever.
Okay, so
What-
as long as
what
we can
would
say
even-
Fallout.
What would even be a generic name for Fallout? Because I'm trying to like think of
Well,
a
no,
joke.
Fallout's a thing, like radioactive.
I know.
Fallout.
Yeah. No. Thank you.
Radioactive bad
Geiger
stuff.
counters,
That's like
no
owning the
wall.
word running.
Well, I just
Nike probably is trying to own that.
they don't just do it.
Sweatshops?
I'm gonna hear I'm gonna hear my doorbell go off. I'm gonna go upstairs. Nike's like, you said running. That's a quarter.
Dude, according to History Podcast, China gets a month off, like mandatory from the government. They all get a month off. So like maybe sweatshops aren't so bad. Maybe things in China are not so bad.
Was it? Well, you said a month off from the government, so there's like a month-long purge.
Libertarian society, y'all.
It's like, yeah, we know you have to work in like slave labor for a lot, but hey, you get a month off. It's not
This
so
one's
bad.
for you, champ.
Just go home and rest your aching bones, and then come
Yeah,
back
I
and do
know.
it for 11 more months. 7 days a week.
I love being paid pennies. At least I get July
Yeah,
off.
slavery's not so bad. You get a month off, right?
Where are you going on vacation?
You know, it's a fair point. It's like, so what if you're a slave?
It's terrible.
You got a month in summer off.
It's like, yeah, what a great selling point. You get a full month off. It's like going into a job
valid
interview. It's like,
point.
what's the job? Well, before I tell you what the job is, what if I told you that you get a full month off? You know what? Don't even tell me. I'm hot.
I'm in. I'm in.
You're just going to
Hire
work to
me.
the
Put me in,
bone
coach.
to where you almost die every day for every other day you're working.
It's like another iTunes accept.
But you,
Bury that one
but
in there.
you die for a good cause though. You die for sneakers.
Yeah, for a good cause. So Joe Schmo can buy those Air Jordans.
So you can die for a good cause, so someone not only can buy a pair of Air Jordans, but to also keep that in their house and never wear them.
Are,
just so that they can look at them.
Toms made in China? Tom shoes? Because that'd be kind of funny.
Toms
Toms
are made by when a man and a woman love each other very much.
But Tom's is kind of a scam because they say like buy a pair,
I
give
hate
a
you.
pair.
I hate you.
Well, do you know like the Tom's like they
Cancel
buy a
the
pair,
stream.
give a pair
It's all over.
program where you buy a pair of Tom's and they donate a pair to like impoverished people in Africa or someplace. The pair they give them is like it's not the same that you're buying. It's like a really. Granted, it is a pair of shoes, so I'll give them that.
And also-
it's like literally
it's a
like
Wonder
wood-
Bread wrapper with this fucking silly string on it.
Comparably, yeah. Like it's like yeah, it's better than nothing, but is it really? Like, come on, Tom's.
And in Sharpie, it just says Tom's.
This is what America has best to offer.
I'm just saying, like that kind of feels like a scam to me, doesn't it? Like in good
and they're
faith,
just
you're
like,
I'm buying a
Americans
pair, so
love
they give
these.
a pair.
Yeah, they love Wonder Bread wrappers with Tom's written on them.
This is luxury footwear.
Sharpie.
So it's like it's just in Sharpie.
I wasn't ready for that.
O-M.
TOMZ.
It doesn't even spell Tom's right.
Backwards S.
I'm about to say you can't do it backwards T or M because they're all just
Or
the same
O.
thing. T O.
They're like,
or
look,
M.
it's in cursive. They just scribble on it. Not even bother writing Tom's.
Why does mine say Steve's? My bad.
Like
Cross
a
it out.
squiggly line.
Oh,
Well-
I thought it said your name here.
Apparently, also
Mine
like
says to-do list.
apparently also one of
Mine
the
are
issues.
Jim's.
One of the issues with Tom's shoes is that like they're putting like African shoe companies out of business because like why would I go buy the shoes when this guy Tom is just
I get
giving me
free
for
shit?
free, right? He's got MySpace and he's got shoes. What else? What
These
else do I
shoes are
need?
in my top 8.
No, I feel terrible. I
Disclaimer,
never
not the
really
same
hung out with
Tom.
Tom. He was my friend, and I was never his friend back. I regret that.
He was
I'm
always
sorry,
smiling, though.
Tom.
You
If
know
you're
what?
watching, I'm sorry.
I don't think he cared. He was
Please
always
take me
smiling.
back.
Please, he sold MySpace for
You know what? He was
millions of dollars.
smiling, but he was
It's
looking
fine.
over his shoulder like we were behind him, like we were beneath him. Like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm up to something better.
Yeah, he sold MySpace.
MySpace,
for
too.
millions of dollars.
Isn't it amazing that like just an insignificant photo of a dude is just now so famous
It's a meme.
just because of my? Oh, absolutely. Oh,
That's his
definitely
picture
me.
on Facebook
Tom
too.
being your friend is like
It's
a
going to
great
be his
joke.
picture forever. It's probably
Only
his picture on
90s
his-
kids will remember Tom being your friend.
It's probably his
Even though
picture on his
MySpace came
driver's
out in the
license, too.
2000s.
It's probably his picture on his driver's license also. It's just Tom.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh shit, you're the guy from MySpace. Neat.
They're just like, hey, can I get a picture of you? He's like, here's a
I don't even think-
here's,
I
look
here's
up
a
Tom's
thumb drive.
MySpace
Just
and
use
Wiki,
this.
Is that his picture?
I don't think Tom even has like anything below his torso. I think he's just a floating figure of
The
a
desk,
dude in a
the
white
desk is a part of him too. The chalkboard.
I remember signing up for MySpace for the very first time and seeing this guy already my friend, and I'm like, "Who are you? Why are you being my friend? What's happening? Why?
I remember setting up my friend's
And
MySpace,
freaking
and
the
he
F
got Tom, and he was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I'm like, "That's Tom. He created MySpace." He's like, "Why is he my friend already?" I'm like, "Cause he's everyone's friend."
you're
as soon
on
as they
his
join." He goes,
website.
What a fucking creeper! So then
Thankfully-
you know how you can like change your URL for MySpace. So everyone had like their screen name or just whatever the fuck they had. His was Tom's a fucking creeper.
All right, I'm a little disappointed in Wikipedia right now. I go to Tom Anderson's page, Tom, also known as Tom from MySpace, and it's him in 2017 at some conference and not the classic Tom photo.
Boo.
Fuck that.
I'm sure
Is that what he looks
There
like?
is no new photo of Tom
the one
from
that's gonna pick up.
MySpace.
They can look it up.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't
You guys
bother with
can,
that.
it's on Wikipedia. I don't care. Well, then again, it might change by the time you look it up.
True.
But
especially now that we're talking about it.
come on, man, that's got to be your picture.
See, I got
Sure, all
lucky.
2 people are rushing to do it.
If you couldn't tell by how long it got me to come to Twitch, I always do these like social media confounded things that you kids do very
In a
late
few
in the
months,
game.
let me tell you about this really cool thing called Snapchat.
Oh man, I can't wait. Just kidding. I have one of those. I barely use it, but it's cool because you can stalk your friends on the globe. That's neat.
Oh, I have that feature turned off.
Oh, yeah, same.
Oh, I still
Because,
see you. I
Same.
still see you. Oh, nice catch. That
I
could
did
have-
that just to
that
freak Bob
could have
out.
been expensive.
That would have been really bad.
What? I mean, the fake spill the beer all over all the technical equipment.
That one takes me back.
Bob pulls out Spencer's
Except you-
dad's
was
actual
fake.
belts, beating the shit out of Steve.
My dad never beat me with a belt. Just putting out there.
That's
Brian does have this.
This is
He has
true.
this just chilling over here in the corner.
you
Thank-
never.
thanks,
Oh,
Haley.
wait. Oh, I'm bringing it back. There's something that caught my eye
let
on
me
the other
tell
side.
you, that piece made for a fun New Year's.
I know that it's because it's the terminology for the frats, but I just love the term Big Brian. Corinne, is that his nickname? We call him Big Brian.
Yeah.
She said yeah, but it wasn't a reference to that.
I love
Hey,
how also
Big Brian.
I love how also she was like, "Oh, you like Luigi?" So she gave
How
me a
about that
Luigi hat.
motion in the ocean,
But then she
Big
also
Brian?
knows that I like the color purple, so she gave me a purple shirt. So I'm like, I'm part
Wow.
Luigi, part Waluigi.
And you love Waluigi.
Fucking hate
You
Waluigi.
love
I
Waluigi.
hate
Any character that's born out of Mario Tennis does not deserve any other game.
Wow.
I'm putting that.
And
out right
Daisy
now.
is in the new Smash.
Why?
She's an Echo Fighter of Peach, so she has the same moveset as Peach.
I know that. I've
But-
played Super Smash before, but I just. Who cares about Daisy?
I like Daisy. I'm
Why?
very happy about that.
Why are you happy?
I like
about-
Daisy over Peach.
To be fair, she was in like Super Mario Land.
That's where she got her
I
first
know.
game. Yeah,
I
Super
know.
Mario Land.
She came before Peach.
That was
I
one of my-
realized
No,
that.
she didn't come before Peach.
One of my first video
She
games
came after
ever.
Peach.
When
Whatever
was
happened to
Peach?
Plum?
I can
Hey,
see
can
Brian's
we-
already
whatever
getting
happened
ready.
to
Plum?
Yeah.
She
What
got
happened to
Mario
Plum?
Golf and they didn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Whatever happened
She
to
golfs.
Sonny?
It's a sunny day.
I can see when you're about to school me in something really nerdy
No, I
because
just
you get
want
into a stance.
I
No,
just
but
want
like
to
you're
stance
like,
my-
oh yeah, no, Peach was in the game. Before that, because yes,
Peach was
reason.
the first princess, technically. Because Pauline's not a princess. She's just a bitch.
Pauline was
Wow.
in Jump. Well,
Tell me how you really feel.
Well, I mean that
That
was
came out
even,
of nowhere. Just because she gets abducted by a big ape throwing barrels, it makes her a bitch.
Yeah, don't
That
get
wasn't
don't
even-
get abducted.
that wasn't even Mario. That was Jumpman, wasn't it?
That was Mario.
Jumpman.
I thought that was Jumpman.
It was Mario.
It was confirmed that Jumpman is also Mario.
Yes, they are the same
Second
person.
alias. Oh,
His first nickname was actually going to be Mr. Video because Shigeru Miyamoto wanted to use him in every game. For his
Speaking
Mr.
of
Video.
old school
Mr.
games,
Video game was supposed to be his
shout
name.
out to Wreck-It Ralph being based on an actual real game, Fix It Felix. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Because I went to Barcade in
didn't know
Midtown
that either.
Manhattan. Shout out to Barcade.
I knew.
It's like, just look it up, Barcade. I don't care. But they have all these old game cabinets, and you go and you get drunk and you pop in the coins and you play. And there's Fix It Felix. I'm like, wait, they have the game for Wreck-It Ralph. Like, yeah, it's a real game. I went,
Dude, that's worse than a
Holy
casino.
shit.
Like getting drunk and just
And
firing
also,
quarters
side
away.
note, fuck Fix It Felix, because that game is hard as shit.
Yeah, it's-
I'm never playing that again. It took my quarter.
You don't
can't
deser-
do anything. I couldn't fix shit. I couldn't jump. I couldn't land on the. I'd rather watch the movie.
You don't
Give it a
deserve
try,
that.
Felix.
You did
But
not.
give it a try, Felix wasn't as good as a name.
Should be fuck you, Felix, because you stole my quarter.
You did not earn your
It was
name,
hard.
Felix. You did not earn the name. You could just fix it, Steve. That's all you get.
I just love the fact that there's just I'm gonna wreck it.
I reckon.
I can't. Is it already out, Wreck-It Ralph 2?
No,
Oh, I can't wait for Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I'm looking forward to it.
You know what I can't wait
I
for?
still have to see the first
The
one.
scene with all the Disney princesses, so we
It's
can
a
talk
good
about
one.
Disney
That
princesses.
looks funny as hell.
That scene was pretty funny. I liked it. It was like, were you kidnapped, tortured? It's like, no. Do you guys need me to call the cops? It's like, hey, just got a point.
Are you surrounded by a man? Yes. Oh my god, you're one of us. The trailer does make it look really good.
I'm just processing all that. It's like you're not wrong.
What if he goes on Twitch? What if Ralph has a Twitch stream?
That would be amazing.
Ralph breaks the internet.
There was a comic where it
You know
was
what?
like,
Back to the original question.
it's like
Ralph
Wreck-It
is
Ralph
my-
breaks the internet, and it's like, hey, what about that part over there? And it just says like DeviantArt, and he goes over there, and it's just a furry. And he's like, hey, welcome to DeviantArt. He's like, who are you? He's like, I'm a furry. Don't go. You want to go to that side? You can watch Crash Bandicoot eating the placenta out of Sonic. and they're just sitting there. He's like
Wow.
standing, and he's like, I'm gonna go. He's like, oh, you don't want it on this? He's like, no, I'm good. He's like, all right, I call next.
Well,
Literally Crash Bandicoot fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm not okay with that.
Wait,
It's
I'm sorry.
DeviantArt.
If he broke that party, then I'd be like, whatever. You win some, you
It's
lose
like,
some.
he can't fix them all.
Can't win them all.
Oh no, not DeviantArt.
Oh no.
I just still processing all that in my head. I'm like, come to work.
That was just a comic someone made one day.
It's
You
just
know
a
what?
comic. It may or may not be saved on my desktop.
We know
I may have not whacked off to it like 6 times already.
firing
I'm talking about just today.
firing off blanks now. Are we? No, it's just I
Please. And so touch up my dick just goes.
makes the cartoon poof.
It's just
I've lost all feeling.
cobwebs and mothballs.
The actual head of my dick just goes.
That's like, all right. That's like, speaking of poof, like Jackass
Speaking
2
of
when Johnny Knoxville does the fart with the powder like in his butt, and he actually farts and it goes poof, and then he turns around and goes, "Did it go poof?" Like that's him asking that is funnier than the actual prank itself.
I mean, I would have asked the same thing. I would have to know.
I was watching an interview with Johnny Knoxville. He was talking about like his injuries over the years. I forgot which Jackass movie it was, if it was 1, 2, or 3, where he gets on the rocket and he's supposed to like fly away with the rocket.
I want to say that's
Where he's
3.
like, I'm Johnny Knoxville and I'm going to the moon, and like he's on the rocket and he like goes off for a little bit, but then it just like goes off and then it just comes back down. Him and 3 other people were inches away from dying right there because there was a bunch of metal rods that were inside the rocket.
Rebar.
But as soon as the rocket went off, all those metal bars just went out. Mm-hmm. And it whizzed by the director and another cast member's head like that.
Wow.
And they said, like, if they were standing 2 inches, like, over the other way, that would have went right through their skull. And they would have died.
Shit.
And Johnny Knoxville said, like, one of them went right under his arm. He said if he was, like, if they was turned over a little more, that went right through his heart.
Yep.
And he would have died.
Wow.
He was just
That's
like, yeah,
insane.
that could have been our worst stunt ever. Luckily, no one died. And I was like, oh.
Wow.
I'm happy. I enjoy Johnny Knoxville living, and he got to make the movie The Ringer, and that movie is fantastic.
Very underrated.
Also,
too.
in his newest movie that he's putting out, he said he got
Action Park?
Action Park.
Bad
He said-
Grandpa 2. Badder Grandpa.
The worst
Oh, no,
grandpa.
Adventure Park, based
Adventure
on
Park.
Action Park, which is a real
Adventure
thing in New
Park
Jersey.
was the movie he got the most injured on. He actually popped his eye out
No.
during it.
No. Nope.
And
Nope.
his doctor said that he couldn't sneeze or cough for the next 3 weeks because if he
Brian-
did, his eye would have popped back out.
Nope. Pass. I'm out.
Yeah, hard pass. That's
He
a
was
no.
telling.
Where
He
do
was
I
telling
sign
me
up?
about-
No
he was
for me,
telling me
dog.
about it. I was like, ooh.
What the fuck did he do to have his eye
I
pop
forgot
out?
what it was, but it was.
That's a hard
I was gonna
no
say
for
because
me.
I was
like
talking
my
to a
eyes.
guy. I was talking to a guy who went under. First off, if you ever go underneath your car, make sure to use jack stands or put something underneath besides just the jack itself.
If you're taking the tire off, put the tire along the side so if it falls, it lands on the tire.
There you go, sir.
or
Very
just
good.
don't do work on your car. That's all.
called
That's
AAA.
good. You could just
Be a pleb.
AAA pay for us to stream.
Stay beta, my friends. If no, but
I want the car falling on me. Fuck that.
you can easily just put
Have fun
something
paying for
there
that
to
labor.
shock it, or waiting 3 hours for AAA.
Shit.
Yeah, labor.
But-
I can go do other stuff while that's going on.
The guy showed me. So the guy didn't abide by that. He used only the jack, and the
smart.
jack failed, and the car fell on him. The pinch weld, which is the part kind of, I guess you have 2 pinch welds on both sides of the vehicle where it like runs along it, and that was on him. He said it felt like his eyes were about to pop out. Like he was beat up somehow. It was one of those things where I think he said it was something he was able to kind of shimmy his way out, and someone passed and got him help, and he was able to tell the story. But dear God, but it's just, I don't know, that's where my mind went when you said eyes bulging and popping out and stuff. So
I just think of
That's
Glenn from The
insane.
Walking Dead.
I have never seen a single episode.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers.
I mean, to be fair, the
I
last
think it's yeah, no,
the
don't-
last 2 seasons have been garbage,
it's
and I'm a
I couldn't-
huge fan.
I would
I
debate
couldn't
you on that.
finish.
This last season, I thought has been great.
I couldn't finish
The last
this-
season was
I
better.
couldn't finish.
This,
I couldn't finish.
the last
Happens
episode
to
I
all of us.
watched was when Rick and Daryl were fighting over something.
That's very vague and explains a lot of
Like,
episodes.
And no, like they were together.
That's how bad the series has become.
They were together while everyone else was off doing whatever. And they were like, Rick was like, "We gotta do this," and Daryl was like, "No, we're gonna
get SpongeBob back.
Larry, we gotta get SpongeBob back." Why?
Why?
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Unica Joe.
I don't. I
He
never saw-
made a
never
series
saw that
called
one.
he made a short called "We Gotta Get SpongeBob Back," which was just Squidward and the Krusty Krab. You're like, "It sure is a nice day in the Krusty Krab. We gotta get SpongeBob back," and then he just runs all over Bikini Bottom, punching people, screaming,
holds up
"We
like a
gotta get
convenience store."
SpongeBob back!" And then
I
everyone's like,
love
Squidward,
Unico Joe.
this isn't how it's going to work.
It was a good show.
Here's the key. And it's like the ice key from Banjo. And he opens up SpongeBob's door. It's like an alternate realm where SpongeBob is. I'll show you afterwards.
I have to watch this one.
It's a fucking trip. And
But
it's
the
amazing.
sequel is even better, which is what he was
Squidward,
referencing.
whatever you do, don't look back.
I have to.
That's pretty
Oh
good.
God, it's amazing.
Indeed.
Look up. We gotta get SpongeBob back on YouTube,
And especially the sequel.
and the sequel. We gotta get SpongeBob back too.
Why?
Why?
Why? Is it really that hard to be a fry cook? I mean, I get that SpongeBob is the best, but is there nobody else that can just fry up to the tier of SpongeBob?
Nobody else gives a shit.
Ooh, good call.
It's like being like, oh no, we got to get that good McDonald's cook back. Like,
You know, I was totally the same way when I worked at a car dealership, so that actually makes a lot of sense. I just did not care.
Hey man, shout out to McDonald's because it's not the cook or the chef, it's the person taking your order. Because if they fuck up your order, the rest is all downhill. I realized that last night when I was getting a burger.
Was this a good shout out or a bad shout out to
Well,
McDonald's? Or was
I
this
mean,
general statement to McDonald's?
They muffed up, but it turned out all right. But then I realized if it was
dear
wrong,
McDonald's.
if it's wrong,
Fuck you.
it's not the chef or the
Signed,
person making the
Yelper.
food; it's the person that puts in the order. Because if they screw that up, then it's all downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of fast food, Steve this past weekend made us play the Burger King games that were on the 360.
Oh yeah, that was the greatest.
There were Burger
throwback
King
ever.
games
There's
on
three of them.
the
Yep.
360.
Three of them they
Are
sold
are
for
they
like
the
$3.
freebies?
Yeah, no,
Are
they were
were those
they-
the free?
No, you had to buy them, and this was like early Xbox 360 days. I want to say like
You had to buy them at
06.
Burger King for $3. They were
It was
the
Pocket
biggest-
Bike Racer, Sneak King. It was literally called Sneak King, where you would go around and you had to like sneakily serve people. You remember the commercials where the
Sneak people burgers?
seriously,
my meat.
like 2006. Go back in the time machine. They had the Burger King commercials where the king would just be there with a burger when someone was like hungry. They're like, "I'm hungry," and you turn your shoulder and the king's just there. Remember those commercials?
No,
They
but
made a
I'm gonna look
fucking
them up
video
now.
game about it, and it was amazing. If anyone out there played them, you know how good it is.
Slip it to meat.
But the third game,
Later.
the greatest game, was a Big Bumpin'. It was literally called Big Bumpin', and
you
it's
were
just
literally the
bumper
king
cars.
sneaking around giving
Yes,
people
Brian's
food.
showing him
The
gameplay of
graphics-
Sneak King.
The graphics aren't terrible.
Because yeah, it was early 360. The graphics aren't bad. You would literally just run around, hide in shit, and then when people come
kinda
around,
looks like a bootleg Saints Row. I mean, not in gameplay,
Without the
but
guns.
just without the guns or the fun
Yeah.
parts, and no weed or booze, just burgers.
But I don't get is that it's like it's all about don't be seen. But I'm like, wouldn't people
Can't be seen.
Wouldn't they want people to be happy to see
no,
the
you
king?
you sneak up behind them and then you surprise them. And then when you surprise them, you do a little flourish, like you dance, you maybe juggle, and then boom, here's a burger. You were dying of hunger. Now I'm here. Now
Here's
love me. And then they would get
processed
down and be like,
meat,
oh my
salt,
god,
and
it's the
fat.
king.
I think they just knew that this king was creepy as shit, and they're like, "Oh, just sneak up on people, giving them food." Like, "Oh, the king. Oh, I mean, I got a Whopper, but
Nothing-
Oh, I'll give
Nothing
you a Whopper.
beats creepy like the Six Flags old guy. Remember the one that?
Those were the
Loved
greatest
him.
commercials ever.
loved him.
Hey kids, hop on my bus.
He didn't say anything. He just danced.
Oh, okay, he just danced and children followed him onto a charter
Danced,
bus.
and he got him to an amusement park.
Better
and they
than
had
Brian's idea of
fun.
just driving a minivan, picking children up.
I got
All right,
burgers.
so what'd you say? All right, you're walking down the street and you see two people. There's a man who looks like the Burger King looking at you and just pulls out a Whopper out of nowhere, or there's the Six Flags guy dancing to the Venture Boys. Fucking whatever it's
That's
called.
actually that's a good poll. So here's the thing: the king sneaks up on you, but he gives you food, and the other guy just lures you away on a bus.
I'm just gonna turn
with
around
the promise
and walk
that you're going
away.
there, but you don't actually know that you're going there. He could say, "Hey, let's go to Six Flags,"
he
but
doesn't
really,
say anything.
I'm going to sell you
He
into
doesn't
sex
say anything.
slavery.
He doesn't say anything.
He doesn't say
He
anything.
doesn't say a
But
damn
you look
word.
at him and you know that's the guy who's going to take you to Six Flags.
I look at him and I think he's gonna take me other places, not Six Flags, sir.
Pound Town.
Name one time he's taken someone to other than Six Flags.
We don't ever see where he takes them, sir.
Yeah, that's very
we
true.
just see them get on the bus. We see them get on the bus, and then they pan to pretty
All
much
right,
stock
all right,
footage
all right.
of Six
So then
Flags.
that is a poll we can ask people. Would you rather eat food from a stranger who just gives it to you, or get into the car with the stranger?
I'm gonna say the food. Well,
That's a very toss-uppy poll.
Eat food from a stranger or get into a bus with a stranger?
I'm gonna go with eat food because either way I'm gonna end up in the bus. So.
I'm gonna go.
At least I
with
get
the
food
here's
out
the
of
thing,
it.
here's the thing. I'm gonna go with the bus because no one was ever individually found out with that bus. It was always a group of people.
But no one was also returned either. We don't know if they ever came back.
Hey,
All right,
man,
but at least I'm
numbers-
with a group
you
of
have the
people.
numbers
I got
game.
the numbers over the
I'm
old
going
man.
bus.
Yes, he's a hyperactive old man who can fucking get down to some Venture Boys, but no one says he's got the kicking power of a kangaroo.
What does the kangaroo have to? So the
I'm bringing
Burger
it all
King
back.
The Burger King man. This is how you bring everything 360, just like the console the games are on.
You know why they call it an Xbox 360? Because you turn 360 degrees and walk away.
Wait,
And you spin
360
around
deg-
360, and then if you
You
come out
spin
the
around
Xbox One.
360 degrees. You're facing the same direction as you started.
Yeah, and that's why you come out the Xbox One.
Shut up.
Is it time for what did we learn today? I think it's
Yes.
time for what we learned today. Cool. I learned that puns cause cancer. What do you learn?
I learned
Congratulations.
that Twitch is a great place for podcasts, and we already have people commenting.
We do.
It's pretty awesome.
We have my cousin and some dude with a roachy ass Mark III Golf. I'm happy.
Hi, Happy. I'm
Steve,
Bob.
what? Oh my
Just
God!
listening to the
Please,
Venture
can we?
Boys.
I am listening. I'm listening to the Venga Boys now.
Why?
Because I want to go to Six Flags.
It's a good song.
More flags, more fun.
More flags. More fun. He did say words.
Yeah.
He
He didn't say that. That's the announcer.
No, he said that.
He didn't say that.
He did say that.
Show me one commercial
he
where he
did
talks.
say that.
Show me one commercial
I
where he
will
talks.
show you. I swear to God, he says that at the end. He goes, Six Flags, more flags.
That's the
more
announcer. That's
Bullshit.
not him.
It's the old fucking man.
That's not
with the
him.
goddamn bus.
Bob, how's your
it's
day
not
going?
him.
You can
look
to
it up.
lure you to your death.
It's not him.
You're full of shit.
You're full of shit.
No, it was
Also,
totally him.
you can't take on a kangaroo.
I'm gonna fight
Shimmy
you
Shack
and the
bingo
kangaroo
at
at the
home.
same time. All right, that's what I learned today. I learned that I could kick Brian's ass with a kangaroo in the ring. I didn't really learn it. I'm just speculating.
So it's a 2v1 of you versus me and the kangaroo.
Bob, Bob,
You're
Bob,
gonna
dear
lose.
God, Bob,
You're gonna
what'd you
lose. I'm
learn?
gonna
What'd
step
you
back
learn?
and let the kangaroo
Brian,
kick your ass,
shut
and I'll
the
reap
fuck
the
up.
benefits.
Brian, take two. Bob, what'd you learn?
I already said it. Twitch is a great format for us
I
to
missed
podcast.
all of that over a bunch of loud noises about, and then Six Flags, and
Today I learned that the Six Flags man did actually, in fact, speak
Didn't
in the
speak.
commercials.
I
Didn't
think the
speak.
Six Flags man is turning the frogs gay, and it's time to end.
You didn't let. You didn't, I didn't. Give
You didn't learn shit, Brian. That's why.
You know what I learned? That Steve thinks he could take out a kangaroo, but he's gonna get his ass handed to
Not
him.
doing this again. We're not doing this again.
That's
God.
it. Thank you guys for having me on your only ever live broadcast.
Well,
It was an
we'll
honor.
be the only one, but in the meantime, oh wait, you gotta play the.
No, we don't have it.
We don't have it.
We don't have
All right.
it,
Well,
sure.
thank you to DJ Quads. Thank you to Bethany and
Crafter's Quest.
Yep, at Crafter's Quest. She's going to be our guest next week.
She will be our
on
guest
Tuesday.
So make
Technically
sure
Monday
to
night if we're streaming.
follow us and whatever things
Yeah,
do
follow
on
us.
Twitch.
Check us out. Follow us
Give
on
us
Shibby
bits.
Follow.
_
Subscribe.
Shack.
Whatever.
You can subscribe on Twitch. I don't
Yep.
fucking get it.
Check us
Whatever.
out on Instagram at Shibby Shack Official, Facebook
Let him finish.
Shibby Shack as well.
I'm not touching
Check us out
shit.
You're hovering over
iTunes,
it.
Player.fm, TuneIn Radio, Spotify.
Spotify. We got onto today.
Congratulations.
So make sure you subscribe, like us, let us know what you think. Leave a comment on the video on the YouTube channel as well, and a whole lot more. So once again, for Brian and for Spencer and for special guest Steve,
Very
I'm
special.
Bob. Thanks for listening to Shootin' the Shibby.
I like to